Hello, everyone. Your faithful Amanda Splatts. The Amanda Splatts Project. Today, as usual, on the wrap-up show, I'm coming to you as the author, the person behind the characters. Usually, the writing streams and the wrap-up show are done out of character. I mean, I put a lot of myself, my heart, and soul into Amanda. But you're just getting it raw and filtered on the wrap-up show. A little something for the people who want to know a little more, or need to catch up on a couple weeks of stuff. So we're doing Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions today, because I love this game so much. I absolutely love it. Had new DLC that came out, Train DLC. I've not touched it yet. I'm going to go a little longer than usual on this one, because I want to kind of see if I can unlock any of the spirits for the Train DLC. You'll notice something off the bat, though. I've been asking for this for the longest time. We finally did it, man. New music. Like, they only had a few homework radio tracks. That's it. Like a homework radio playlist, and they're kind of getting old. Homework radio music will only be able until August 2028. If you enjoy them, you got a few years left. No, they got Lo-Fi Girl now. Y'all know who Lo-Fi Girl is, right? The ultimate Lo-Fi channel on YouTube. With just the best Lo-Fi beats for you. It's so cool. May have to disconnect and reconnect the internet at some point. I don't know how chunky this is going to go. I've got it set to 720. I've got it set to 100% 100% resolution, but I got everything set to potato. Because this game does run a little chunky because it's all 3D stuff. Look at the phone, it looks like she's drawn just fine. This is Cat Sudon. He's a cat with udon noodles on his head. That's how we live in, baby. So, those of you who don't know what Spirit City is, before we get to the actual wrap, and I do have a few things I want to talk about. Not just the streams. I had a couple streams that kind of actually touched me and made me start thinking deeper about the project. I'm going to show you what is... Spirit City is kind of a... I hesitate to call it a game. It's really a tool. You have different locations. You can do different things with the different locations. The little bay window. You can customize them with hundreds of different things. And these are all quote-unquote free. You buy them using in-game currency, which is a ticket, which you literally just get from letting it run. Just let the game run. I've been running this thing for over 1,700 hours. No hyperbole. Okay, now the kitchen stuff. The kitchen is a DLC. The kitchen is a DLC and the train is a DLC. But the base game still has so much stuff too. And it's got some free updates. So let's get Mandy into her wardrobe. See, what other presets do I have? I think one of them is... Yeah, there's Juliet. There's Sandy. I think that's a preset. That's a preset. Let's see what the new stuff they got for the outfits. I won't save anything unless I find something really nice. There's all the Christmas stuff. There's some of the bakery stuff. Amogus. That little Amogu. You could get Amogu on your head if you want. Now here's the real draw of the game, Spirit Companions. And they're super simple to unlock. You just keep going on an activity, like choose an activity or a place. Or it's got to be an activity or a place, a combination of a few different things, sometimes a background noise. And it'll actually tell you, the game will tell you when you're summoning a spirit, and you just let it run. You just let it run. I like him, he's gooply. He's a little goopy guy. He's a little goopy boy. We got boba buddies. We got a little carrot knight. And some of these spirits do have variants, like Goopy. Now we've got a pancake Goopy. The boba buddies have takoyaki buddies. So there are regular spirits, and there are a bunch of DLC spirits as well. Hey, thanks for throwing the cat live teacher Trey. No, man. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Clanker. No, I'm not nearly that talented. No input for me today. It's just the game, because the game's got me in it. Nope, that's nope, that's not me. Holy crap, that's not me. That's me. I'll take a quick look through the new outfit stuff, but I honestly don't think I'm gonna find anything better than these yellow and black dragons. That is just absolutely awesome. So what Spirit City says, it's lo-fi. You're listening to Lo-Fi Girl. I think it's royalty free. It has to be. It absolutely has to be. And you just build your own little chill space and you chill. And it's got a to-do list. It's got a Pomodoro timer. It's got a diary of habits. I gotta use this more often. There's so much amazing stuff in here. I really have to use this more often. And even just a straight clock if you want that on or off. So, got the head. Now the newer items. Normally an item is just like one color or two colors, but I think the newer items and they're retrofitting some of the items, you can change the colors of them. Head feature. Oh, they got horns like Starry Kamato. Alright, so now it's 30-foot air. Change up the look just a little bit, if there's anything good. What's this? Nah, developer. Witch's hat. You can make Malone with a little witch's hat. Little black bucket hat, yeah. You see, that costs like 100 tickets. I've got over 150,000 tickets. No hyperbole at all. I have over 1,700 hours in this game. Do old school Minecraft videos where they do the third-person camera shows. You know what I'm talking about? County is pretty. I don't know, man. They might. There's a lot of it's such a huge wide spectrum, man. It becomes a little hard to define at times. Okay, now I went with these perfectly round frames because I couldn't find any good ones that actually look like mine. Okay, they got the Macho Man glasses now. Yeah. Any new tops? No, nothing as good as the Dragon top. Those Dragon bands go with the Dragon top. I'm gonna start with them. I'm gonna try to unlock some companions while we're chatting. But let's start with my man Gooply. TV items. Doesn't look like a whole ton of new items though. Alright, just a new hat, that's all. You can pet your little buddy. He's just there chilling. You can change so much stuff about this. It's amazing. You could change your desks and everything, your accoutrement. You could change the lighting. course, I got the Amogus lighting, so it all looks like space. I can take a nap if I want to. I can just read about the bay window. I got the kitchen DLC. So me and my man Goobly could just eat pizza while I work on my screenplay. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's a little bit chunky, I'll admit. So if it goes too chunky, starts stuttering or something, keeping an eye on the phone, I'll turn down the resolution a little bit. Because I've already got it set to 720 potato. So, let's check out the new stuff. Let's get on the train. I've not opened this yet. I'm very excited for it. Looks so cool. Ooh. Pretty cool. I can design. Looks like it's all free, which is cool. Like, you don't have to use tickets on it if you've already bought it. Ooh, God, this is underwater train. That's neat. Old school train. Oh yeah, so you do have to buy these. I got 150,000 tickets. This isn't going to be a thing. I like the old wood. I like the old wood paneling. But I also like a nice view, so that's good. I'll color them later. Just whatever looks nice now. Oh, they got the bus seating. Oh, these are rock hard. These are gonna hurt your butt. Ooh, these are too fancy. Don't worry about spilling something on it. Ooh, these are kind of neat. Old school wood. I want something comfy. Yeah, old school naga hide. That looks good. That looks good. Table. Don't see a whole lot of difference, but like I said, I got a ton of buttons. Go for the wood. Put on there. I got the coffee boba. I got the coffee boba back at my place. Mason jar full of coffee boba. I think that's an amazing exemplification of what the project is. See my accessory. Take my bags. Looks like a backpack I used to own a long time ago. Back when I had to walk to and from work. The lights will make it a little too busy. Steering. Oh, really? Looks fancy. We'll keep the wooden one for the outside one. A little teddy bear sitting there. A yellow teddy bear. Ooh, can we get some cactuses? Can we get some cactuses going? Barely not. Flint and barrel looks fine. Flint and barrel. And see, you only have to buy it once and you can use it anywhere. Don't need the wall accent, that's a little busy. Floor. Old-fashioned wood paneling. Now let's see how my man Gooply look. So here's the activity. Interior, exterior. Work on my writing. Do a little typing. Oh god, sleeping out to be really uncomfortable on one of these things. Sipping. Reading. Taking photos with an old school camera. Yeah, put your phone away, man. Get an actual old school camera, yeah. Just for the feel. Just ruminating. Maybe I never learned how to knit. I never had the coordination to learn how to knit. And of course, gamer subs. We do outside. Reading. That looks cool. Ooh, taking photos. It looks like it's running okay. Looking. Gamer. Sipping. Let's do reading. A little long. So yeah, I am very, very, very happy so far with this purchase. I love it. And look, it's like Mahavre. It's like this desert world I tried to bring to you guys, try to create. Just illustrate with my work. And I hope I've been doing a good job of giving you those vibes. I really do, man. It's something I really believe. And I'm happy that I could share it with you. So before we get to the actual wrap-up show, we're going to go along a little bit today, because like I said, I've unlocked a spirit or two. So here are the spirit decks. These are the various different spirits you can earn. That's the one you start out with, Lenny. There's your boy Gooply. He's a little fellow who like cleans up your desk for you, and he's happy about it. Here's little Moon Paw, little puppy, a little howl, a little puppy for the win. They got your trash panda. Better than a trash panda. It's a trash tanuki, man. You got a Jiangshi with a little post-it note on it. There's your Boba Tadpoles, Boba Boys. They even got the Amogus. You know, I got a little pissed off when I found out that they were doing a promotion with the Amogus. But I saw him and he's adorable, man. In fact, I'll pull him out, I think. Oh, you can do your wardrobe in here. That's cool. Nothing new there. I want to get my sussy Amogu buddy. No yellow. Kind of a shame we can't change his color, but red is iconic. Red's the iconic. Me and Amogu, just chilling. Living our best life, man. Just chilling on the train. With an enormous bear. Massive bear. Larger than the... You could pet your friend. You could pet your little buddy. And you see how you just... Like I said, I hesitate to call it a game. But I have over 1,700 hours in it. I'm at level 156. All leveling does is give you... I think all it does is give you, like, extra tickets. Like, you hit a level... And you get, like, 500 more tickets. I'll leave this running overnight. I'll leave this running at work. Just look over and see me. See Amanda. Just being Amanda and enjoying life for once. Instead of all the horrible shit that happens to her. Is it weird for an author to feel bad about their creation? And what their creation has to go through, even though he has an idea of how the story's supposed to end? I think that's why I added Amanda Splatts to the story, who's Amanda from the future, all jacked, ripped, and muscle bound. Because I wanted to give the reader hope. Wanted to give the reader hope that things could probably turn out okay. Okay, so it's time to start unlocking spirits. How you do it is the description of the spirit will tell you how to unlock it. For example, a copy bomb, the little copper bar with a pat of butter. Place ingredients to a pot and bring to a boil. That means the activity you have to do is boiling pot. Listen to the bubbles to know when it's done. Add the bubble sound effect. Perfect to enjoy during lunchtime. That means the time of day has to be afternoon. So they tell you indirectly how to summon each of them. And they'll also tell you if one is an original one or if it's a variant, because there are variants of existing spirits. My flutter frog has been tossing and turning in the middle of the night. So this is a variant of the flutter frog. But it looks like there are 5 original ones. I don't know how long it takes. Sometimes it takes like 10 minutes. Sometimes it feels like it takes an hour. But we're gonna yap and we'll just see how the night goes. I got work in the morning and I got a huge stream tomorrow evening, so the soft rumble of passing trains from inside the cabin has a way of calming me. So we got to go inside. Interior. Sounds, turn on the train sound. Relaxing rails. Has a way of calming me. Spirit Index. It makes me think back to an adorable mascot I first saw upon arriving in the city. Passing trains inside the cabin with calming me. Thinking of an adorable mascot I first saw. Is it the city maybe? I need the city background. Is that why the backgrounds are free? There we go. That noise tells me. Can I do it without this? I find the rail annoying. Oh, good. I can do it without the rail soundtrack. Sometimes you need the soundtrack. Now look very closely here. You'll see it's rotating. There's a little ring rotating around it. That means we've successfully unlocked a spirit. We gotta wait though. It'll take its time. You're not trying to speedrun. This is not the type of thing you try to speedrun. It's a type of thing you chill to. We're gonna chill a little tonight while we talk about the project for a couple of weeks. I'm gonna go ahead and open up a notepad file. With the agenda. It'll make it a little easier to read than having to go back and forth in a little text file in OBS. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about is you'll notice I've got new music. For my intro, my BRB, my outro, and for the Sand Ruby stage, the unstructured play for Sand Ruby. I was getting struck. I was getting struck way too many times. And it was really getting upsetting. I started getting furious. I almost cut out background music. And the thing is though, Pixabay, the website I use, Pixabay, it's supposed to be royalty free. It is, but the stream will still get bonged even if it's royalty free. Like, I don't get a strike. I don't get actual strike or anything. But it will cut the video for the stream if it detects it. So from now on, I'm using YouTube Music Library. This obviously is not the YouTube music library. This is the Lo-Fi Girl. But, oh, I was so upset, I'm just gonna have to go into YouTube's own music library and use what they have. I got upset. There's some amazing stuff in there. There's like 800 to 1,200 songs in the YouTube music library. And there's a ton of Spanish guitar, like Spanish rock stuff that fits the Southwest Mojave vibe I'm looking for. I was so pleasantly surprised. Some of the stuff in there was better than some of the Pixabay stuff I was using. So I'm very happy about it, man. Very happy about that little discovery. It took I think a couple hours. And picked out a few songs. You can download it for free. They're royalty free. Use them on YouTube and it's great. It's all great. It's fun. So we had a couple of really important streams happen. And like a couple of real big ones. So I said, we're probably not going to go horribly long. Like, you could still catch the end of Malone's stream when we're done here. Probably going to go too horribly fucking long. So I try not to curse during these streams. Okay, so starting out, number one. See, in the top right-hand corner is the thumbnail for the stream if it has one. Sometimes it won't have one if I'm streaming somebody else or on someone else's channel. So the first one was one that was I felt like really important to the channel. Unstructured play. I've been doing unstructured play as Sand Ruby for a while now, and it's been really good. It's been a way to knock off games that I don't think are good enough for their own solo stream. Just clump a few things together, like demos or certain types of games or something. Weird stuff I found on Fightcade. And explore Sandy a little. Like, I have a little segment here and there with, like, Sandy and Amanda talking to each other. Flesh them both out. I want to flesh Sand Ruby out a lot over this month. Make it her spooky month. But go directions you may not think in the story of this coyote god who once ran Mojave. Until the rot caught up with her. She doesn't collab a lot, though. Like, I don't think a lot of people get the concept. That's one of the reasons why it's the Amanda Splatts project. 95% of the time, it's Amanda Splatts streaming. But no matter who's streaming, whether it's her or Sandy or Juliet or Takeen, it's still the Amanda Splatts project. It's still the same umbrella. It's still the same story. I don't think a lot of people get that. I think Malone is trying to understand that. He's putting his heart into it, and I love it for it. So he went ahead and originally he said that he could do a morning stream. Like, he did a couple morning collabs like, hey, I stream at 7 a.m. all the time. I've been waiting for you for a long time. If you come out in the morning, do a 7 a.m. stream. He said, yeah, sure. That's fine. I'm happy to do it. So we did it on our usual Salted Caramel Wednesday, or every other Wednesday. And I said, hey, if you and Sandy are doing Wednesday morning, then y'all can do something else Wednesday afternoon. Since we had it. And like, no, I want to collab Wednesday morning and Wednesday afternoon. So when he agreed to that, I was like, yes, I want these two different streams to have completely different flavors. I want them to feel different. I want them to be different. So the morning one ended up being more of a conversation with Malone. I've been talking for months and many, many months about lore with Malone, wanting to do some lore with him, help him on his character. Because I can tell right now, he hasn't told me anything about any specifics. And if he did, I wouldn't tell y'all. But he's getting ready to step up his game in a massive, massive way with his channel and some of the things he wants to do. It's gonna be amazing. So it was like a few hours. Had a conversation with him, just talked to lore, do a couple of bits. Found out he used to go to West Point. That surprised even me. It was a very prestigious school. That was really awesome. So cool when I know more about these and learn more about these amazing people I stream with. Like Malone and Choco and Sensoka, Mother Tifi, people like that. So amazing. So we had a chat. We talked lore. Talked a little of Sandy's lore. And we hinted at a character you're going to learn about this week. Jay Mossberg Malgraves. The lawyer for Desert Salt LLC. Now, I worry about introducing too many characters into the story. But I think Mossberg is going to be the last one I need. So yeah, it was great. It felt really good to do that with him, and I'm happy he came out at 7 in the morning to chill with a few hours and yap with that old hag. So like I said, it was his decision. It was his decision to do both a morning and an afternoon stream. So we said, okay, what are we going to do in the afternoon then? Said, well, it's Spoopy month. I want to do Path Within again. I was like, all right. Path Within is like this like Rusty Lake series. And you have to stream both ends of it. Because one person is in the past doing a certain set of puzzles. One person is in the future doing a certain set of puzzles. You have to coordinate with each other and talk back and forth. Now, you're not actually connecting. Like, you're not in a lobby or something. Just the way the game is coded, there's a lot of passwords and stuff that let you know where each person is. So it's actually pretty intelligently put together. Like, you don't actually have to get together a lobby or a room or something. You just put in the certain codes or whatever. And that's the game's internal way of knowing that you're on point. So it's like, alright, so there were 2 different routes. Although looking back, I feel like we didn't need to do the other route because I thought it would have like different puzzles, different things. No, it's the same thing. It was the same thing, whether you chose the butterfly or the bee. Really were the same puzzles. Except this time I played the future version and he played the past version. So we knocked that out in a couple hours. And then we tried the demo for Power Wash 2. It was too chunky for me to stream. Barely too chunky. Like I said, almost everything to potato. And still, so we went ahead and played a little bit of 1. Got a little Christmas cheer in. That was fun. I gotta be a little, like... I gotta stop saying I gotta be more like Malone in certain aspects. Because I'm a completely different streamer than Malone is. My style, my interest in things... completely different from Malone. But there are a lot of things that he does that I admire. Including being able to be flexible, being able to be fluid like he is. I'm a lot more set in stone. Like if the game's not running when the stream is open, then something bad happened. Yeah, he'll just yap for 5 hours and put away 1 book. I gotta get better about that. Oh, now, he was late for the stream, but I'm not going to dwell on that. He was like 40 minutes late because he slept in. And I forgive him because, number one, he's never been late to a collab with me before, ever. So I was honestly worried that something might have happened to him. Plus, he was on time for the 7 a.m. collab. So, yeah, no problem. Like, he was late, so fucking what? We're good. And the next day, I had another big day. It was my first ever stream. With the rookie of the year, man. The up-and-comer. Where is it? There it is. The P-Wo. Little P-Wo. His name is so much fun to say, man. P-Wo, if you're watching the VOD, your name is fun to say. That's why I just start babbling. Pee-woo, it's Pee-woo. Oh no, it's Pee-woo time. Pee-woo's on the way. Does Pee-woo know the way? He knows the way. Oh my god, wow. Pee-woo has just been blowing my fucking mind. He came out of nowhere, man. He's been a fan for like several months. Then all of a sudden, like a couple months ago, he started streaming, and he's really good at it. It's a case of a fan coming up, learning the ropes, learning the trade, learning that, like, he knows how to draw. He even has his own, like, server, his own Discord server now. And now we're all hanging with the P-Wo. We're all streaming. He's up in everyone's streams, man. We're going to be having a real fun stream tomorrow, too. I'll get to that. So, we're going to play Who's Your Daddy? I should have tested the... That's one thing I got to stop doing. I got to stop going in cold. I got to stop not testing the game before it comes out. I've got to run a game first. I like to have it. I like to give you my honest reaction, honest surprise when I do something. I should have run it and tested it first, though, because there's a ton of new stuff. There are whole new game modes, options to choose a different daddy or a different baby. But the gameplay was just trash, absolute trash. He was flying in the sky on a dog. I was glitching through the walls and the roof and everything. It was just miserable and unplayable, and I hated it. Luckily, he had Ultimate Chicken Horse. And Ultimate Chicken Horse is always fun. It's a puzzle platformer where you actually put together platforms and traps and stuff every round. So you're playing chicken and you're playing horse. It was, and it's good that he had that. He kind of saved the collab there. And it was cool. It was my first time hanging out one-on-one with the P-Wo, picking his brain, talking about art, and just having a good fucking time with the P-Wo. He's learning the etiquette too. That's something I had to learn before I started streaming. He's learning the etiquette too. And I'm happy that he's going to the effort. He's putting in the effort, and big shout outs to the people. Okay, so what's next? So that takes us to the 5th. Where is this one? Did I make one for this one? No, this would be on October. I'm still thumbing through. That's how far ahead I make these rooms. All these thumbnails were in September. I forgot I have to switch over to October now because this is the last minute one. I'll let Sandy do Dokapon Kingdom. It's like that. Sometimes I'll let Sandy do a stream because of the lore and everything of a story that I want to tell. Sometimes it's just because Sandy's voice is a lot easier to do. Much higher register. It's just easier to do her voice. So sometimes I'll give a streamer out of nowhere because I don't think I'd be able to make it through as Amanda. This is one of those streams. I caved. I fucking caved. I shouldn't have caved. I'm broke. I had one grocery run this week, and that's all I could afford. But I bought a damn Steam card. Because I'm trying to think of y'all, trying to entertain y'all. Make something for y'all. So I got a couple games that, like, the Autumn Steam, so, like, I think everything I got except for the Spirit City DLC, which I was going to buy anyways, was, like, at least 50% off. I think so it was, like, 70 to 90% off. That was my concession. I had to be at least 50% off, except for the Spirit City DLC. It can take a while for them to load up on Spirit decks, but it is rotating, so probably won't see all 5 today. Yeah, the main one was Dokapon Kingdom Connect. I love Dokapon Kingdom. I might do a single 4-player campaign of it at some point, but I really want to play it, like maybe with Elf, Choco, and Malone. That'd be a lot of fun. Playing Dokapon with the 4 of them, that'd be awesome. I don't know if any of them bought it while it was on sale. I don't know if any of them are interested. But I think that'd be a really cool series of games. It's a board game RPG with goofy, silly elements. But there's like leveling up different classes, towns where you can get money and experience, bosses and stuff. It's amazing. It's really, really good. I played through it. Me and an old friend of mine played through it when we were young. Long time ago on the PS2. And I whooped his ass so bad that I was able to take a side quest to turn an entire chapter over to him just so I could become the hero, like the best class in the game. So, also Skullgirls. I got the DLC for Skullgirls. I was so angry about Skullgirls. I was like, Season 1 DLC costs more than the base game itself. But I didn't realize that that included the soundtrack and the artwork. And I'm like, yeah, that takes a little bit of the sting out of it. But I would have preferred the option to just get the full game. That was like 70%. That how I justify that? That's 70% off. I haven't had a chance to really roast because that was the day like I was starting to get really, really sick. Extremely sick. The chest congestion was violently bad. I barely was able to talk. But I want to try them out. Dokapon Kingdom ran great. Skullgirls ran okay. The Sexy Brutale and Captain Firehawk were not streamable. Just barely a little bit too chunky. But I'll play those offline a little bit. Forgotten Realms, Dungeon Hack, and Mensa Benzeran. Those ran fine, of course, they're old DOS games. Omnibus ran fine. Omnibus is going to be goofy, silly fun. Something I'm been doing for the return of Splatter Day. That's another thing I'll get into later. But yeah. Overall, I was very satisfied with my purchases. But again, I beat myself up for a couple of these afterwards. Said, hey Amanda, you don't have the money to spend on fucking games. You need to buy food. You need to buy some clothes. You need to buy I was gonna say you need to start buying your Christmas presents. But my mother has put her foot down this year, Mother Splatts, and insisted that nobody buy her anything for Christmas. She wants nobody to buy her anything for Christmas because she knows it's hard for everyone. Finances are hard for everyone. She's retired. She gets like Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security. So she knows it's hard. Like she might be getting her money fucked with because of the shutdown that's going on. I don't like to talk politics. I don't. But the shutdown's gonna fuck with her. And still then she's thinking about other people. Mother Splatts the fucking saint. Yeah, she doesn't want anyone to buy anything. I complied. I'm not gonna buy her anything, but I'm gonna wait till like one of my bigger paychecks comes in. And then like dump a fat load of money into a charity or something. Because then it's not about cluttering up her house with useless shit. It's about putting the money towards some good. Because I'm not just gonna hold on to it. It's gonna be weird. I don't think I'm gonna be able to see him again this year. Desert Soul LLC runs 24/7. And if Christmas does not fall on a Wednesday or a Sunday, then I just have to work it. Plug it in my phone. Spirit Dex is taking a while. I was hoping to at least meet one of the new spirits. It's taking a while. I don't want to chance resetting it. It says the spirit is loading. Enjoy your little book. How to not be sus. Okay, so that was... I think that was a Sunday, yeah. I've been making a Sunday thing. And then later that Sunday, my voice was still garbage. Everything was still horrible. But I did agree to a collab that night. And unless I'm dying on the floor, I'm gonna follow my commitments. And we did Rifle Wars. There's this little group we got going now. It's me, Malone, and Choco. Me, Malone, and Choco have been a group for a while. Like, we don't have a name for the three of us, but we got a name for the pairings. Me and Malone are Salted Caramel. Me and Choco are Punch Drunkard. And Malone and Choco are the Seamen. No fucking question. I've stopped questioning it. But yeah, now Elf has kind of jumped into this. I know. I believe I met Elf through Malone doing Gauntlet, and like, I'm horrible at Gauntlet. Like, I feel bad bringing people down playing these games. Like, I don't have the reflexes to do it. I don't have the energy to do it. I don't have the stamina to go for something. I'm lacking the stamina. I feel bad about bringing everyone down. I do. So, luckily, they suggested Rifle Wars, which is a board game. It's a little bit more my speed. And, oh my god, it's a lot of fun. It's basically violent 100% orange. You pick a girl who's based on a gun or with a rifle. They each have different special abilities. I kept choosing the girl that could go through any terrain with no penalty and could go through water. So I was just chilling on a boat while everyone else had to go the long way to get stuff. And they got cards you can use. They got different maps. You can shoot. You can use traps. It's great. It's awesome. But it's essentially 100% orange juice. And it's free. It's free and it's great and I love it. It was a lot of fun. And I want to play it again. Now that I know what I'm freaking doing. And I got an accessory of a head of a lemon. I got a lemon head, baby. It's fucking great. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Interesting thing, there is a tag team mode. Not tag team, but tornado tag mode in that game. Where it's 2v2. I won a game partnered with Elf. I won a game partnered with Malone. And I won a game partnered with Choco. I was the utility player. Whenever you paired up with me, you won. And I think that kind of goes to what I thought my role was going to be in FlaVR. Like, I know I'm nobody's ocean. I'm a side character in FlaVR. I'm not important. Like, my story's not important. I put hours upon hours handcrafting the story of Amanda Splatts. I know I'm just a side character to people like Malone and Choco. I'm not important, but it's a great way to help them out and help them achieve their dreams. While I'm just trying to get a story written, a story finished for the first time in my life. So yeah, I guess it was kind of the encapsulation of what I wanted to. I just want to support people. I just want to help them out. It's put me in some sad, lonely places here and there. I've actually met a couple of people have hated me because I've tried to reach out to them. And things have gotten bad because I've tried to reach out to certain people. But I can't stop doing it. There are people out there who are just waiting for you to get in touch with them. You have to be the one who does it. Of course, you can't. Not everyone's gonna like you. Not everyone's gonna like what you're doing. Not everyone is gonna be honest with you. There are some people I've met on my journey so far that have been full of shit. They're absolute fucking liars. But I'm not gonna get into it because that's not fair. You just say, looking at my VTuber career a little over a year after it started, looking back with like the 2020 vision, there was a lot of bad advice, a lot of bad stuff I waded through. I almost quit a couple times, but because of bad advice and listened to the wrong people. There were a couple times I almost graduated. Gotta start trusting in myself a little bit more. I mean, these days I do, but still. Oh, that now. That's, I believe that was a Sunday. Then I had a weird dream. I've been having these weird dreams because I've not been sleeping right. And it's gotten even worse with the chest congestion. Like if I lay down a certain way, I start coughing really, really violently. Almost thought it might be fluid in the lungs or something, like tuberculosis or bronchitis or just fluid or something. Nah, it's just like part of it could be sinuses, part of it could be the congestion. Part of it could be like I can't take a lot of decongestants because it'll make my heart explode. So when I do fall asleep, I have the weirdest fucking dreams, man. Literal fever dreams. And I had a weird dream, like a couple nights, that night, about a group called the Sugar Rios Gang. They were like in 60s and 70s gear. Like in 60s, like sports, like school jackets and cheerleader outfits and stuff. And they did like inoffensive political humor and interviews and vox populi and gymnastics, a very up with people type of thing. And they went like toured college campuses and stuff. And the dream was just a whole bunch of footage of them doing their thing on college campus stages. It was a weird dream because I don't know what the point of the dream was. I don't know what the point of the dream was. That was the weirdest thing. What is the Sugar Rios? Why was I supposed to say this? Because these don't exist. Blew my mind. Glad to get it out there. It's weird. My extremely weird dreams are kind of getting traction on Twitter. Okay, so I had to get better somewhat at least. Because we have the draft coming up. Another one of the massive events. Massive event. I'll open up another folder with the actual stables. This was a culmination of what I've been doing in WebP for several months. 9 months at least. I just had 700, 800 random wrestlers And then I'd see who keeps winning matches and keep bringing them back for more. I always wanted to do a league. Or I wanted to do a draft. Went to a league, a draft, a massive tournament. It's the culmination. Like, I know not a lot of people, like, WebP used to be my most watched. Like, I get literally hundreds of, like, the top 2 VODs I've ever had were WebP VODs. But now, like, barely anyone comes out for it. Because I'm not the hot shit anymore. I'm not the Johnny Come Lately. I'm not the new kid in town. But this is something important to me. And I went ahead and finally put together a roster. Because part of the reason I wanted the roster is now I can group them together in face and heels. So they can get face and heel reaction, cheers and boos from the audience. Plus they can interfere in other matches now. So let me get the stables up for you. It's loading up everything right now. Ended up being a total of 7 stables. So the first one is Clown Town. That's going to be our chaotic heel stable. You think chaotic evil, you think clowns. We've got Kefka, ICP, who are mainstays of the heel stable. Then we got Clown Piece and Amaru Polka. They said chaotic evil, they're just straight clown in life. Then the next heel stable, I guess this will be the lawful evil stable, the Howard Portland. So the story was that Sabolti Rudolph, the director, pulled Trace and Academy out of WebP because of me getting rid of the Umamusume title. At the time, I got rid of all the other tertiary titles because of doing a draft. We didn't need those tertiary titles anymore. So Geese Howard stepped in, the Howard Corporation stepped in. So he drafted Leopold Gainitz. Then Gainitz drafted Vice Mator and Shermy. And Geese was like, whoa, what? So you're trying to just fill my stable with your cult. And Leopold's like, no, I brought you 3 hot bitches with big boobs. And Geese is like, all right. So Howard Corporation, that's going to be the lawful evil. And filling out the heel stables. City 17, which is the G-Man stable. G-Man, who ended up losing the World Heavyweight Championship on the previous night, but picked up the Jet Championship almost immediately back, getting right back on his feet with the Jet title. Just the strange association of people whose motives are anything but clear. He drafted INNK, Revolver Ocelot, Undertaker. Very mysterious clandestine cabal. I wonder if it takes longer for the spirit to load. Because it's like it's been almost a half hour, I think. I'll go ahead and turn on the train sound just in case that helps. I don't know if it takes longer if I've been a spirit host longer. Sometimes I just had to set them up. I want to at least unlock one. Let's try another playlist. Let's do Lazy Vibes. So yeah, City 17, mysterious group with the G-Man. Don't know what's gonna happen with them. So those are the three evils, quote unquote. The chaotic evil, lawful evil, neutral evil. Now for the good stables. So I believe the Hololive stable hosted by Romico, they're going to be the lawful good stable. Like, I know they're all goofy and wacky, but they do follow the rules a lot closer than a lot of corpos. And they're all very big stable group. Focusing on Robico, purely because of her win-loss record. Ridiculously powerful. Won essentially a 64-person battle royale. Came second in 2 monstrous tournaments. So Robico, as far as actual pure wrestling ability, someone I wanted to form a stable around. And she wasn't able to get all Gen Zero back, but she did get Mori and Rodden, as well as Sakura and Sora. Plus, maybe or maybe not, that will also allow me to put Hololive in the video description, get a couple more views, why not, right? So that's going to be my lawful good. Here's going to be my chaotic good. The Muscle Gym. Marissa, Hagar, She-Hulk, Major Orion, and Rila. Big, meaty women and one man slapping meat. Just massive, chunky motherfuckers. Absolute raw strength. No apologies. And then neutral good. Neutral good is going to be the Bounty Hunters organization. Bridget and Haru Urara, Robert Landolt, and Yui Ren and Yui Ron. Hey, I want to ask if I can make some art for your channel. Not interested. No self-promotion unless you're a member of FlaVR. But yeah, it's just basically kind of like City 17 was going to be for a group that, like, if you were a heel but didn't fit in anywhere else. The Bounty Hunters Guild is if you're going to be a face and don't fit in anywhere else. So that's what I was doing with Bridget. So those are the 3 face groups and the 3 heel groups. The goods and the evils, if we're talking about the Dungeons and Dragons alignments. So then there are the 3 neutral groups. So chaotic neutral. Pull this up again. Chaotic neutral is going to be PepsiCo. anything goes in PepsiCo. Anyone that may not fit anywhere else, may not be a heel or a face, anything goes in PepsiCo. Yeah, Pepsi Man, Gold Chip, Mr. Jumbo, Flapjack, Kiwawa, and Cherno. They're actually going to be super busy at the next show, Sex Set Synthesis. But yeah. So just the crazy thing. I'm not too happy with my Paul Heyman impression, but I needed someone to talk for Pepsi Man to put together the stable. So that's the bit starting roster, 35. You'll notice that there were 2 alignments that I didn't discuss. True neutral and true lawful. True lawful, that's just like referees. Referees and officials and things like that. That's true lawful. And neutral, true neutral, that's just like the fans or the vendors. The fans just want to come here to see a show. Vendors just want to sell stuff. So I don't think any of those would be... So 7 stables was fine. Now I do have plans for WebP to add to the roster. Obviously, there's a lot of wrestlers I want to have add to the roster. And I actually thought of ways for them to earn points. Earn extra roster spots as the story goes on. But I'm going to lock in that roster until like December. So that's why I'm going super hard on WebP. I know very few people actually care about WebP. Very few people actually come out to watch anymore. But that's something I got to do for me. Something I want to see through to the end, even if no one else cares. One of the things this channel I have to just do for me. So it was a roster draft in the morning. And in the afternoon, me and Choco just played King of Fighters for a few hours. I said I do want to cover every stream on the wrap-up show, but not every stream has a major story or so epic or anything. Just me and Choco. We pushed back the collab a couple times because of stuff we had going. We finally collabed together. We finally did the game. We had a great fucking time. Kicked each other's asses. I did surprisingly well. We kick my ass more often than now, obviously. Okay, so this goes back to October. So, trying to set up the schedule for this upcoming week and future weeks, like the rest of the month. I vague tweeted about this on Twitter. I'm getting scared to reach out to people. I really am. Getting scared. Because remember early on in my quote-unquote career, back when the day they called my shot where I had 6 collabs, or 6 people collab in 5 days. My big thing was reaching out to people. And everyone was so receptive. It was great. I've got to meet so many amazing people. These days, it's not nearly as much. Like, several months later, people are not nearly as receptive. Most people aren't. Like, I got my own little group. Me, Malone, Choco, Elf. P. Wells slowly made his way up there. Like, our little group. Zosmus. But reaching out to other people. People I may not have collabed with before. It's getting a little harder. Like, people aren't as responsive. Of course, I get paranoid thinking, oh, was it me? Is someone slandering my name? Spreading rumors about me? Or is it just shit happening? It could just be shit happening. That's always possible. But, you know, when someone tells you, hey, or when you hey, it's been months since we collabed. Would you like to collab? Do something? And then they tell you, hey, no, I don't think I'm going to collab with anyone for a long time. I'm not feeling the collab vibes. And then they have a collab a few hours later. Don't treat me like a fucking idiot. Do not treat me like a fucking idiot. Don't tell me that you're not collabing with anyone and then do a collab like 3 hours later. Do not fucking do that. I'm gonna cut that one out of the VOD. So I was working on my computer. Or I was working on my work computer like that day. And all of a sudden I look over, like I could see my work computer from my streaming computer and vice versa. Oh, it's taking so long. I really do want to unlock its spirit. It's like, what? It's like a little over a half hour. So I was scared, like, so I was at work, grinding away, slaving away, being Amanda at work. And then I look over my shoulder, oh my god. Out of nowhere, apropos of nothing, the computer starts loading up firmware. The computer completely resets, restarts, gets out of cast and chill, which I was using. But now I think I'm going to use this until I unlock everything. And it just set up the firmware, just fucked over everything I was working on. Not cool. Not fucking cool. It's fine though, I didn't lose everything, and everything actually run a little bit more smoothly than it was previously. So, alright. But it scared me. There's a lot of things going on. It's like, I'm not going to talk about things in the world, greater in the world out there. Because that's not what this is about. Don't talk politics on this channel. And we barely talk news. But there's a lot of scary shit going on. There are signs of hope. There are signs of hope. But they're few and far between. So after having to deal with people, after having to deal with the computer and everything, and like, then just screw it, I can't sleep. It's like 5 in the morning. Put together a set list and sing a little bit. So I farted out my monthly karaoke, and I was sick as death. And I only had to mute myself once, and that was to burp, not to cough. So whatever happened, the music got me through. The music got me through, man. I only got one Dr. Pepper killing right now. They're going on. Salute. The karaoke, like, I've been trying to figure out the role of music on this channel, and that's a question I've been asking myself ever since I stopped doing regular karaoke's and making karaoke's a big important event. Because even people I really trust, even people I care about, whose opinions I care about, who I think are super important to me, even they've said I should drop the karaoke's. Focus on other things. But I can't. I can't because karaoke is a big thing. Singing is a big thing Father Splatts does. Or he used to do until, like, you know, things started happening with his mind. He used to sing and play music all the time. The Eagles were his thing. I was trying to treat it like WebP for a while. where I know it's gonna tank my numbers. I know people don't care, but I was trying to do it for me. Problem is with WebP, when I'm doing it, even if no one but Jinx and Malone are watching it, I'm putting together the storylines, I'm piecing together the puzzles, putting together rosters, doing commentary stuff. I'm having a blast. I'm having a great fucking time. I'm loving it. But when I sing karaoke these last few months, I've had to force myself to do it. Like it wasn't fun and I had to force myself to do it. So I know music is important. Music is super important. But I don't know. I don't know what role. And this was brought back into really, really sharp relief by the next game I played. The game that I played that night. Game I played that night, which was Gris. Gris had been sitting on my computer for a while. It was only a couple hours long. Yeah, it was long for me. Because it got stuck towards the end. God, Gris is powerful. Gris is a really powerful story. It's an amazing story you can tell without a single word. The art style and the flow and everything, that carries you. It carries you. It takes your mind and your soul on a journey, man. And it only took me 3 hours or so. But I had so much to think about when it was over. Now, I don't know if this is one of the intended, stories supposed to be about life and death and the stages of grief and mourning and the people you leave behind. But there's music as part of it too, with her singing and everything and being able to get her song back towards the end. I know that's a huge part of it, but it also brings me back to what music used to do. Music used to do back in the day for me. How important it used to be. No, I've lost that. I can't just bring it back just by forcing myself to do karaoke every month. So I'm getting the feeling that the karaoke is just going to go away for good until I find it again. Just trying to jumpstart it doesn't work. That was a Saturday night. And I used to make Saturday night my main streaming night called Splatterday. Many months ago, I used to make it my big night because Saturday's Splatterday, right? Sounds cool. Saturday Splatterday. But nobody came out Saturday night because everyone else was streaming. Wednesday morning, people came out. Sunday morning, people came out in droves. Saturday night, when everyone else is streaming, no. No one's going to be interested. So I took a fucking hint. I think I'm going to start bringing it back, though. Pretty much Saturday night. Wednesday morning and Sunday morning are still going to be the prime sections. The number one most important ones. But I think I might start seeing my Tuesday nights and Saturday nights as well. Because I'm willing to just get 4 hours of sleep between those two streams. And if I do that, then maybe I'll cancel a Sunday evening stream. Because I am still limiting myself to 5 streams a week. Not including the wrap-up show. The wrap-up show does not count in that 5 streams a week rule. The wrap-up show is something different, something special. It's not about making content. It's just kind of like a guidepost. Kind of like a diary entry. Something I can look back on and skim when this is all over. yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just. Gris was perfect for that though, because it was like 3 hours. And then another game I'm gonna play next Saturday, Omnibus. Probably only get a few hours of entertainment out of that. It's gonna be hilarious though. So I think I'm gonna start doing splatter days again. But they're not gonna be the super. Wednesday is still my important day on my channel. Wednesday morning, 7 a.m. That's the most important stuff on my channel. But getting something done on Saturday, splatter day, it'll still be nice. I need to like do something for my health. Okay, so that was Saturday evening doing Gris. Song that just did so good to my heart. Sunday morning, everything went horrible because I did getting over it. Look at those pecs. Look at those huge freaking pecs. It's weird. I use Bing Create to make the AI artwork. It will not do Amanda Splatts in a bikini, swimsuit, whatever. It'll block all those words. But it'll make Alpha Splatts naked, no problem. Like, you're not seeing any, like, the reason I put the logo over her chest is because she has no nipples. The AI will draw them naked, but it won't give you any nipples. They'll give you the fucking Ken Barbie doll crotch. Because the AI probably thinks that's a guy. But yeah, that's why I put the logo I did where I did that picture. And getting over it was exactly what I thought it would be. That's why you'll notice I did not scream or yell or get mad one single time during that game. I did not rage out a single time. When Old Woman yells at Cloud, it's kind of a mainstay in my channel. Oh, hold on, we unlocked someone. See how long that took, like a half hour or so? Maybe we'll luck out and get another one. So who are we gonna meet today? Who are we meeting today? Huh? We need a pigeon. Wait, I don't think this is the guy I was trying to unlock. I think I accidentally unlocked. I was trying to unlock the conductor, but alright, that's cool. Alright, that's fine. I'm trying to get an early start, write some letters home. Thankfully, the table has the convenience of the views of city passing. No bad. There we go. I accidentally stumbled onto it. If you ever found a letter gently placed on your windowsill, you may have been visited by a courier. Couriers are earnest spirits who help deliver mail to far reaches distant dimensions. They take their responsibilities very seriously, securing their precious cargo in an enchanted satchel that safely stores letters without a single crinkle or crease, while en route to its destination. I've learned that leaving a few seeds scattered around the windowsill is considered a welcome treat for a hardworking courier. Heartfelt letter to a dear friend considered the ultimate praise for a lucky courier to be entrusted with. Aww, that's cute. But he's not the one I was trying to unlock, but I am trying to unlock one. Let's pull him out while I'm trying to get the other one. Probably won't have enough time to unlock the guy, but why not? You got the cool area. Cool. Anything that matches Amanda? This looks neat. Going for the mail. Okay, let's see if I can unlock the conductor. That's what I was trying to unlock. Where do I have to be? Soft rumble of passing trains from inside the cabin. That's a way of calming me. So I do think I had to turn the train on. Think back to an adorable mascot I first saw upon arriving in the city. I turn on the train sound just in case. Maybe that was it. Let's see what are the other entrances so I don't accidentally get the wrong one. Other spirit text entrances. The sun sets over the floating city. Learn more about how it stays aloft. Open the pages of the books I brought. So that has to be reading. Quiet afternoons looking out the balcony across the clouds, so that's the outside one. And this one is sleeping on the night train. Let's see if changing my activity too. Or if writing. No, writing would have been for the period. Change the activity just for the visual. We're looking at. That looks good. There we go. I might stall until 9 o'clock. Just to see if we unlock the other guy. It's 8:27. I wonder if it'll take till 9 o'clock to unlock the next guy. Courier's not who was trying to unlock, but it's still a cute little bird fella. Cute little bird buddy is fine. Plus, there are a lot of variants of existing spirits too. I'll turn the train sound down. I don't like the sounds. I'm here with the music. But as long as it's on in some capacity, then it's still being summoned. So yeah, we're up to getting over it yesterday morning. I didn't rage out a single. I played for like 3 hours and I stopped. I was gonna go a full 8 hours, but I could feel myself getting angry. I could feel myself getting frustrated. Most importantly, I started losing like the coalition between my fingers and my brain. Like my fingers stopped listening to my brain. I wasn't able to rotate properly like I had to. Because if you're using the joystick, it's one of the two thumbsticks to go slowly, but both thumbsticks go super fast. And did that instead of, because it's still better than the mouse controls for like how I play stuff. It's interesting. It's a nice challenge. I fell a lot, but in the end, I still got back to the chimney. I at least got back to the chimney. That's the important thing. I know I got a long way to go. So I didn't get mad though because it wasn't cheap, it wasn't BS. It was a skill issue and it's just practicing a game with super difficult control scheme and design philosophy. Plus it's like designed to piss people off. But it was good. It was interesting. It was an experience. Glad I got it for cheap, dirt cheap, big huge sale. It was something. It was another one of those things where I was just trying to check games off of my list. Get games off my list. Because I was getting some new ones. And then the last one, last stream of the last period before today, was Fights in Tight Spaces, K9 DLC. I might slow things down a little bit, but I kind of want to check Steam quickly, see when the last DLC was made. It was like a long, really long time. Stupid long time. I know it had been 3 months since I beat the game. And after that 3 months, it was so stressful to beat the game, I just didn't touch it at all. Then I found a few weeks ago that this game they haven't touched in months, maybe years, was getting a couple of new DLC decks. The Doggo decks. K9 division. It's a Doggo deck. You're fighting with a Doggo. Yeah, I'll put it to the list. And Malone was generous enough to purchase it for me. So thank you, Malone. That was cool. That's specifically why I did it on a Sunday afternoon. 4 p.m. Malone's normal time. Because I know Sunday, unless he's got like some kind of weird collab, he's not streaming. He's getting stuff done and living his normal Malone life. Chilling in the void. So I thought it would be a good idea to do it that day if he wanted to stop by. And he did. He stopped by. The Doggo DLC is weird to use. It's freaking weird. Because it's 2 separate characters. You're controlling 2 separate characters. You and your dog. Dog can do damage, you can do damage. And if you're both focusing on the same enemy, and you're both next to the same enemy, you and your dog can both do damage at the same time, get right nice big chunks of health off. Really good. Plus there are 2 decks that focus on different aspects of the dog. Like, the dog has unlimited movement. If you play a movement card, the dog can go anywhere. But you also, like, he gets 2 hits. Not 2 HP, 2 hits. He can tank 2 hits of any type, any size, before he's going to be knocked out for a little while. Then enemies are going to try to stand on him to stop him from getting up. It forces the enemies to move in different ways, work in different ways. And it actually works amazing with the Gunslinger deck. Because you can't shoot the dog. So if you're standing behind the dog, you shoot the guy, it goes over the dog's head, hits him. And then the dog gets to bite him for like an extra bonus. It's actually pretty amazing once you go into deck draft mode and craft a deck that hosts both Gunslinger and Doggo, and you're able to get enough econ and movement, you're in like Flynn, baby. But yeah, the 2 different decks focus on different aspects of the Doggo. There's one aspect where it focuses on the dog being the main damage dealer, with stuff like biting the testicles. And there's one where you're the main damage dealer, and the dog is following your lead. And they got remix levels too, like, it's the same levels as the normal campaign, but like with a couple of new enemies, a couple of new gangs. So it's interesting. It's really, really interesting. And I think I'm going to start playing it offline. Like, I want to do the Weapon of Choice DLC offline on stream. I want to do the K9 Division DLC on stream. But it takes 6 hours for a successful run. That was my problem trying to stream Fights in Tight Spaces previously. Wanted to beat that game on stream. I've been dragging on my channel for so long. A good run can take 6 hours. But if I'm playing offline, I can chip away at a run in like a week. Like, I won't be streaming it, but And that's something I've had to remind myself of. Something I've had to remember multiple times. I don't have to stream every single fucking game I play. I don't have to, like, I happen to update you guys. I am on my gaming prowess. But I don't have to. I have to remember sometimes I can just play a game for myself. And that's something that I forget sometimes. That I can just buy a game and enjoy it for me. That's why I didn't return Captain Laserhawk or the Sexy Royale. Or Sexy Brutale, rather. When they were a bit too chunky for me to stream. Because I'll play them offline. Now, as far as getting a stronger computer, I just don't have the money right now. I thought after a year I'd have the money. I don't. I just don't. I'm not going to for a very long time. But I was browsing around. And they have these tiny mini computers, like little fist-sized computers, for like $300 to $500, that have like 32 gigs of RAM and like a terabyte of storage. I'm like, oh my god, why are they so cheap? Because they have no graphics card that's just integrated graphics. And I'm like, I think this laptop has integrated graphics. And it's only got like 8 gigs. If I were to buy it at 32 gigs, I think like the $500 model was 32 gigs of RAM. Would I be able to run on the higher end stuff that I want to run? Like, would all that 32 gigs of RAM like get me through? I wonder about that. But then again, even if it could, even if I didn't buy it outright like I planned to, and just pay it like $20 a month or something, can't afford it. Not with how my health insurance is going to be skyrocketing in like a few weeks. And you know, I can't drop my health insurance either. Regardless of how expensive it gets, I can't drop it. Because that's one aneurysm away. I know, the moment I drop the coverage, it's the moment I have an absolute aneurysm and die on the floor. So I really hope this whole thing gets settled. Not to mention my parents who are on Medicaid and Medicare. So I hope this gets settled out really, really soon. I do. I want to step up my game. There are other games I want to play for you. I want games I want to show off for you. Collabs I want to join in on. I can't do that until I have a new computer. And I'm not going to have the money to waste on a computer for a long time. So again, that brings me to the Menhera place. Like, I'm not good enough to collab with people. I'm too slow. I'm too bad at games. And you just have to remember, hey, you're the one who makes your own destiny, man. Instead of being Menhera about what you can't do, focus on what you can do. To do the writing and the WebP and stuff like that. And it's a lesson I have to learn again and again and again and again. I'm trying not to be Menhera anymore, especially on stream, but everything going on in the world personally and in the world itself, it's just, the Menhera's not going away. It's never going to go. Not without like hard medication. Or like a lobotomy or something. It's baked in now. The Menhera is baked in. There was something else. There's something else I wanted to bring up, but it'll come to me. I don't know if I'll be able to yap long enough until we get the next unlock. Might just have to do with the courier, but that's fine. So that's the last stream. That's the 2 weeks that was. Now we move into October. So quick look at what next week is going to bring. You notice with my worry and my fear about like collab stuff and people's perceptions of me and why they don't want to collab with me. Some people feel the need to lie with me. I've really scaled down the collabs this week. There's the usual Salty Caramel Wednesday with Malone. And then I got a new RP with... Well, I'll go in order. Obviously, this is the wrap-up show. Tuesday night. I think I'm going to do wrap-up shows on Monday night. Because my big stream days are Wednesday nights and Sunday nights. Those are my big stream days. Monday, I almost never stream. So I'm not going to be worried about overlapping something else. So, Tuesday evening, we're going to do one-page rules again. You remember one-page rules? We did it with Grub, Malone, and Zoss hosting. Had a lot of fun. I was Captain Cloudkick, aka Mr. Blue Sky, a aerial dwarf who worked in a sky dirigible. Had like 3 guns. 4 into people. This time, I told him I want to try 2 different types of characters in roleplay. One, the healer. And even though he was armed to the teeth, Mr. Blue Sky was a healer and a cleric first. And Jack hulking muscle Batwoman. So this will be a futuristic one. Grimdark future. I will be playing the role of Sister... I'm not going to tell you a lot of the plot yet. I'm not going to tell you any of the plot, in fact. Because Sauce is still working on it. I don't want to spoil anything. But I will be playing the role of Sister Rushdown. Any of y'all fighting game fans out there know what Rushdown is? That's exactly how she fights. And she got chain gloves. She just wrap her fists up in chains and just start pummeling a motherfucker. Pummeling a motherfucker. Yeah. I'll still decide. I don't know what accent to give her. I think I might go with like Scottish. I want to do one like Cheech Marin or Cheech and Chong, but I don't know if that'd be considered racist. But yeah, one-page rules. Sauce bring the one-page rules again. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And then Wednesday, of course, Wednesday's my big streaming day. I noticed about him right. I've hinted at them a couple times. I've hinted at their existence, spoken about them in a couple streams. But we've only seen them once during the last writing stream. This time we're gonna find about the last member of the Mahavre Project, Jay Mossberg Malgraves, the one who is here to kill the story. They are here to kill the story. Then Wednesday afternoon, by the way, the RPG on Tuesday, it's Tabletop Simulator. So we're doing it on Sauce's channel. It's not going to be on my channel. Not going to be on my channel. I can't handle too chunky. Wednesday afternoon is also going to be on Malone's channel. We like to switch off between who's hosting what on their channels. Like when it's something that's only exclusive to one person's side. Last time, Unstructured Play with San Ruby, that was only my end. And then later that afternoon, we did Past Within on both of our ends. Because you do need to see both perspectives to enjoy that. So this time it's just going to be on Malone's channel. Just Fightcade and Yap and chill and fun. Saturday is going to be the return of Splatter Day. Official return. It's going to be something different, though. It's not going to be my biggest night of the day, or biggest stream of the week. Biggest stream, most important stream, is always going to be Wednesday morning. That's when I'm doing WebP, when I'm doing creative writing, etc. Wednesday morning stream is always going to be the most important stream. Splatter Day is going to be like a 1 or 2 hour stream here and there. Silly little 1 or 2 hour stream. Just a little something. If I don't think a game like could stand on its own, but might be too long for a gorilla, we'll stick it there on Splatter Day. And then Sunday morning we continue with Darkest Dungeon. Last time we beat Brigand Wolf, but it looks like we're still far away from beating the Sleeper or the Countess. And we still got 6 of the 8 level 5 bosses to go. I think we lamed out the... Like, we didn't kill the Shrieker. I think we lamed him out. But it gave us credit for killing him. But yeah, that's it. And then the week after that, we'll be doing WebP Sextet Synthesis. We'll be doing Live Burst Smoke and Mirrors, my first ever quote-unquote sponsored stream. The dev actually gave me a free key. And I'll be playing it on Tuesday night, release night. I'll be playing it at 9 p.m. so I don't overlap Malone. So yeah, that's the week coming up. Tabletop RPG with Zoss on Tuesday, his channel. Creative writing, J. Mossberg Mulgraves ending the story Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon, Fightcade Spoopy Games with Malone on their channel. Saturday, Omnibus, Sunday Darkest Dungeon. Now, before we get to the AI slop, and I got a little bit of slop I want to show you. I did want to talk about like the future of streaming. Hours. About like, so the original plan was 5 streams a week period, because I double dip on Wednesdays and Sundays. Now that sounds like a lot, especially when I was trying to like do 2 to 3 streams a week during my recovery. There's just so much I want to fucking do. Malone streams 5 weeks a month, or 5 days a week also, but his streams are all 5 hours each, at least. Sometimes he'll go 12. I do not have that kind of stamina. When I plan out some streams, sometimes I know it's just going to be 1 hour. Sometimes I know it's like, I know the wrap-up show is always going to be pretty short. Like, I may be stalling just a little bit to see if we unlock the conductor before the end of the stream. But yeah, so I'm starting to think though, with all that, with the stream going like 11 or 12 hours, then another stream going 1 hour, should I be gauging my streams by how long they're going to take? Or gauging my limits by the amount of streams themselves? Because I could fill up a week with streams that are only like an hour long or 2 hours long. There's a lot of garbage in Fightcade that's mildly interesting, but does not warrant its own video. So the question is, like, right now it's like 5 streams a week, not counting the wrap-up show. The wrap-up show is something different. Do I change that, not keep track of the amount of streams per week, but do the same amount of hours? Like, instead of guessing how many streams I can do without burning out, it's guessing how many hours I can do without burning out. I'm mulling over that. I don't know how long I stream on average over the course of a week. Usually it's like, it's not nearly as much as someone like Malone. Like, I think there have been weeks where one of his like 15-hour Nicola collab goes on longer than everything I do that week. So I'm just trying to gauge, because I want to stream more, I do. I got super big, super important stuff. But on the other hand, trees are being... Not trees, but... Things are being... set up in a way that I don't burn out again. I'm trying to manually set myself up so I don't burn out again. Because I lost like a whole month in August, and I never want that to happen again. I mean, it's inevitable. I know it's inevitable. That doesn't mean I have to like it. Oh, so that's the week that was, man. The week that's coming up. I'll give it another like maybe 10 minutes or so. Show off the AI art, some of the hair and the man in the thumbnails. Finally get to show a few pictures of Malgraves. Loading everything up right now. Got a couple of good ones of Sandy as a chibi little Dokapon Kingdom character. That's cute. It's about setting a medieval field with a whole bunch of money. Because capitalism reigns in Dokapon Kingdom. Sandy looking adorable. Sandy's not supposed to look adorable. What else do I got? More adorable Sandra, me. Here's me desperately trying to do her as Bloody Marie. Where the Skullgirls cover did not work out. Did not work out at all. Here's Malone being a little giggly bitch at the arcade. Let's see. I love this expression of Malone. I love this expression. Because I can just hear him giggling right there. What else? Can't show you all the renders I got of Amanda Splatts. Because like I said, for some real reason, it does not do anything anywhere near risque with Amanda. But it'll do Alpha Splatts topless, no problem. Like if I don't specify any clothing from her, it'll just do her topless. Like no nipple stuff, which is weird. Like if you want to get technical, this one is technically safe for work. It's technically safe for work. Get some good pictures of Malgraves. Yeah, Mossberg Malgraves. Don't want to spoil anything. There are a few renders that'll spoil the story. There should be in a smug bastard. But yeah, that's the attorney for Desert Salt LLC, Jay Mossberg Malgraves. Mossberg is going to be the focus of next week's, or this Wednesday's story. Here's me vomiting up blood everywhere while I'm trying to sing, because that's how I felt a couple days ago. But my heart knew it had to sing for some reason. And here's me as the bus driver. Because we'll do an omnibus. That's going to be fun. Simple little game. Like, I'm thinking you Splatter Day for simple little stuff I know no one's going to watch. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen. Sister Rushdown. Just beat your face into the dirt with those chain gloves. They're not even gloves. They're just chains meant to wrap around her fists. It's going to be a hell of a show. And I think we're good there. I think we're good. We've unlocked the next little spirit fellow. We'll say goodbye with him. Yeah, it looks like it's about a half hour. At least at this level, it's a half hour. So we got... There he is, little conductor buddy. Little conductor cloud buddy. Cutie pie. Ursa, he's a blue bear. Turn off the music or the sounds first. I don't like that. The beloved reputation of being the mascot for Spirit Railways dating back over a century, Ursa may just be the most well-known spirit in the area. Bearing a jolly conductor's uniform, wide open grin, Ursa cheerfully welcomes each and every passenger with a salute as they board the train. Spirit's eyes will see children's faces light up as it greets them, and loves doing silly tricks, dances, and comedy acts to make kids laugh and smile. He's a performer, man. He's a performer. Prides itself in its efforts encouraging people to use more public transportation, affordable, environmentally friendly travel method. Even when off duty, you can often catch Ursa riding the train just for fun, pointing out landmarks and tourist spots for all to admire. Ursas with unique uniforms and fur colors can be found across the different regional stations. This has long been believed to be a natural phenomenon. Most recently, the zipper seen on the Spirit's bag has led to rumors that Ursa's just actually wearing a mascot costume, but Spirit Railway has never given credit to these rumors. Ooh. Deep lore. Its trains painted dimension hopping magic with long-standing feature Spirit City, now known as a hub for interdimensional travel. Many beings, let's see, railways, riding to places unknown. Yeah, let's unlock this little guy. Colors you got, man. So polite. Yellow, green, and black. Close. And black. It looks close enough. Yellow, green, and black. That's not. I forget. I'm gonna try to unlock The other one's overnight. Well, you know, actually. This is making me nod off a little bit. It's so peaceful. Cute little bear doing its thing. I think it's time to rest, though. I really do think it's time to rest. I've been getting like 2 hours of sleep. Like for almost the whole week. I need to get to rest. Well, let's put you to rest, too. Let's see if I can start unlocking the sheep one. Sleeping on now the train to find a cozy spot inside the train, started counting sheep as the fields rolled by. The fields. Yeah. By the time I wake up in the morning, I should easily have little sheepy. So yeah, that's, oh god, this is so chill. The number one thing I love about it, number one thing, Lo-Fi Girl. That was the one thing that annoyed me the most about this, was that you had only the few different curated set lists. Now we got Lo-Fi Girl. It fixed the major problem, the biggest problem I had with this game. Plus all this DLC is so adorable. Oh, this game is so chill. Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions. Check it out. Clanker, thank you for stopping by. Art Spammer, no thank you for stopping by. It's the week that was. The week that was and the week that's coming up. Lurkers, VOD Watcher, Second Screen Saints. I'm your faithful Amanda Splatts. And this is the Amanda Splatts Project. We'll see you tomorrow for one-page rules. I'll let the bear play you out.